Alright, this is heat signature, and there are now classes, so I've got to choose one. I'm going to pick Thief, and whichever class you pick, you're in this tiny defensive ship, and you jet around by clicking the mouse. And that arrow on my HUD is telling me there's a ship nearby, so I'm going to approach that. I'm going to try and stay cool. It's an incredibly long and thin ship, which is cool. I've just recently made it more likely for those to occur, because I was making them just to test something, and I thought they looked cool, like sort of barges or something. So I get close enough, dock with the airlock, and I go inside. And it looks like there's no guards in this ship, but there are, these things are turrets. I can, if I want, punch out the guy who's currently using it, and then basically take control of the turret and fire heat-seeking missiles. They're more like lock-on missiles. They lock onto a heat signature if you click on an actual enemy ship, which I didn't in this case. There's nothing too interesting in the rest of the ship. That is just a fuel barrel at the back there. But there's a computer here, so I'm going to hack the computer and use it to communicate with my mission givers, whoever they are. And they're giving me a mission to steal a package aboard a ship called the Bonetto. So I'm actually going to knock this guy out and take his ship, just to show you that you can. It's only got one thruster, so it's really... Actually, it doesn't feel too bad, but it's pretty unwieldy. It's the only reason it's handling well at all is because it's not that big a ship anyway, so one thruster is not too bad. If a really big ship has only one thruster, which does happen. Ooh, there's one. Oh yeah, this is the problem with one thruster. It takes you ages to turn around. I'm not even going to bother. The ship is just going in this direction now. It can never be changed. Yeah, it determines handling in a major way. So different ships obviously handle very differently depending on how many thrusters they have. And oh yeah, I was right. God, look at this. Look how many guns it has, and it has one thruster. The square thing at the back is the thruster. Everything else is turrets. It's all gun. So my target should be aboard here somewhere. If I dock, ooh, this is good. There's only a couple of guards. They just patrol around the corridors randomly. If they see you, obviously they shoot at you, and that's bad. But it should be fairly easy to avoid. I say that, I have actually made the guards much more aggressive, not in terms of the way they patrol, but like if they see you, all of them come running. And oh shit, you have to think ahead a little bit with these patrol routes. And obviously it's up to you how far you zoom in or out, and so how much of a big picture you want, or how much you want to focus on the details. I'll be safe from that guy down the other end of the corridor because I can't see you at too long a range. I've got to really think about where the fuck I'm going, because I'm going to get caught soon. Okay, I'm going towards the back. And so this is a fairly easy ship to... Oh fuck, no, 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 they got me. I really shouldn't ever say something's easy in a video. Okay, so I'm not dead. When you get shot, it's not enough to kill you, it is enough to incapacitate you, so I can't move or control anything at the moment. My ship has been ejected from their ship, and they don't really care about whether I live or die. They're just going to get me off their ship. So they're just going to kick me out of the airlock here. And when they do that, I'm floating in space and bleeding to death. So now I'm going to take my ship, and you can remote control your ship at any time, except when you're being carried, because then you're properly incapacitated. But I'm on the brink of death, so I can just about use my little control panel to remote control my ship, and then come and scoop me up. And just leave a trail of blood in there, floating through space. But the downside of that is, because they know you're onto them, they scramble their heat signature, which means I no longer have a lock on my target, so that mission is basically a bust. The ship still exists out there somewhere, so I could go back and try and find it, but I don't care that much. I would just as soon get a new mission. So, it's actually in the same direction, and I am going to go up there. I'll just fly there myself this time, because your ship is actually pretty fast. And slow down ahead of time. I want to both lose speed and also lose heat, because when I'm glowing like that I'm very easy to detect. Okay, this is not too huge a ship. It's got a very thin middle. Ha! And my package is right there, so that's great. I'm just going to back off and dock with a different airlock. And... ooh, that was closer than I thought actually. Oh god. Okay, he's not coming this way. Brilliant. Okay, got the package. And now I could just get out. That's quite a lot of these guys. Yeah, I'm just going to leave. I was hoping to get to the computer because then I can get my next mission while I'm here. I think I'm just going to leave that as is and then dock with a much easier ship. Oh god, I need to dock before the vision cone comes in range. Okay, it's fine. So if you can't get close to enemies, you can knock them out. You can also shoot, but that brings all the guards running, so I won't normally be doing that. And I'll take this guy's ship because it's pretty small, so it's quite manoeuvrable. Oh no, it's got terrible top speed. They have a somewhat randomized top speed. I think eventually I'll make it proportional to how wide they are, because you're not in a perfect vacuum here. It's not shown visually yet, but I will have like gas clouds and stuff, so you'll be in an area of space that's not completely empty. So there's a kind of a limit to how fast you can travel through that gas without, I don't know, causing damage to your ship in some way. Right, this one, okay, there's quite a lot of guards and it's a horrible layout to navigate. But my prize is in the back end of it. So what I could do, I just leave and go and get another ship. Not that one, that's rubbish. What's this one over here? A bit less rubbish, still no guns. I'm looking for a ship with turrets. Because what I'd like to do is... oh yeah, loads around here. I would like to hijack a ship and use it to break a piece off the large ship. So my plan is that these ships will actually be going somewhere. They'll be taking stuff between space stations or patrolling around them, and your missions would affect which factions take over which space station, that kind of stuff. So this ship has 3 turrets. I took over this ship, knocked out the captain without triggering any alarms or getting spotted, or dealing with any of these turret gunners, so they are all obeying my orders because they don't know the captain has been usurped. He is, they think I'm him. We assume for the purposes of this that you're issuing orders electronically, so that there's no like, it's not like they think you sound like him or anything. Okay, so this is going to be risky, but I want to break off that back part, so I'm going to target here, and then get the fuck out of here, and then quickly go back to my own ship, because he will be chasing that one. Yep, he's angry. Ah, look at this! So he's just wrecked that ship I was aboard, but the arrow is pointing the opposite direction, because my prize is not aboard that guy's ship anymore. It's aboard the bit I blew off it. Oh god. Okay, there it is. Am I being tracked by anyone? There's ominous missile sounds. Okay, so I think it's this bit, right? Yeah. God, that was a perfect shot. I blew off just the right chunk of it. Oh, look at that! And there's only one enemy to deal with. Perfect. It is spinning in a rather sickening way, but that's okay. Package acquired. Awesome. So let's start a new game and be an assassin this time. You start on a pretty even keel, but those last few items I picked up aboard that ship, I grabbed a lot of loot, and that was upgrading my ship, so it was giving me like a better thruster, better coolant, so I could avoid this massive heat detection spike that they're getting from me as I thrust. And obviously I lost those, so I started a new game. So when you do die, if you don't recover, then that's what you lose, is just any upgrades you've got that life. Eventually there'll be like randomized weapons aboard these ships, like special, you know, shotguns and silenced weapons and that kind of stuff. But those aren't in there yet. I'm just going to shoot this guy because... oh god! It was a mistake. I forgot bullets take time to travel, and he... well, you saw what happened. And so that thing where they carry you to the airlock and eject you, that doesn't happen if the only person aboard the ship is dead. I think in future I might have the turret gunners get up if they hear a gunshot, so that would be like another penalty to being detected, because they would be extra guards, you know, they would be wandering around the corridors looking for you. They probably have guns of their own. I think I might have made these long barge type ships a bit too common. It's starting to be the norm. The reason I did this is because random generation really fucks with your head, and I would swear that 95% of the ships we were generating were exactly 3 modules wide all the way through, which is weird and obviously looks very unnatural. So I thought, let's make it more random. But making it more random has just made it more likely to be a single module wide for some reason. Okay, so I've got a better thruster. That's not going to make a huge difference. I think instead of like these incremental upgrades I've got at the moment, I'm probably going to make it so that there's, let's say, just one thruster upgrade to be had, and it's really good, and there's one coolant upgrade to be had, and it's really good, and then there's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 other possible upgrades for your ship that do special things, like maybe a sort of one-time use missile launcher and that kind of thing. And so each upgrade would be really meaningful, but they'd be very, very rare, and most of the loot you'd be finding would just be like ammo for your weapons and, you know, better randomly generated weapons. Okay, my target is down there. This actually looks like a good window of opportunity. No, it's not. This guy's coming. The other guy's coming. I'm going to leave. Okay, it's fine, I can still do this. Can't behind that guy. They don't find corpses suspicious yet. What I might do is, knock out that guy, then if I just shoot this fuel barrel, I can separate us off from the rest of the ship so I don't have to deal with any other enemies. But my target heard the gunshot. So now, yeah, fuel barrels are just let you blow up a ship from the inside, and that also gives you a way to create a docking point. My ship was obviously attached to the other half of the ship, so I've got to go and pick myself up now. Which is fine, because there's no one else aboard the fragment that I'm in. If there were other guards patrolling, you kind of have to make it safe before you can afford to go back and... Ow! Okay, I just bumped into the ship directly. Okay, I'm in here, right? Yep, I'm in here. And just grab me from there, and I'm away. So that's basically where I'm at right now. As you can see, it's pretty ugly. All the art is placeholder, and I am looking for an artist and a composer to do music for it. And I'll have a post with details of that at heatsig.com, which is the game's website. It's SIG as in short for signature. And it's also on Twitter, twitter.com/heatsig, and that's about it. Cheers. Well, let's just show me getting blown up. There you go.